today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage. And
using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. The Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Funk. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he stopped immediately there. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Bridgewater. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Bridgewater on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. After the turnover, here's Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 15 carries, 60 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter whether they run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run. It's ETN. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. First down, Locke. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. ETN. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Hines. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He gets it to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
That's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Throwing on first down is Locke. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Elijah Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And he'll just take his... And the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. This is Hines. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Bridgewater now. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will have a Chiefs first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. To throw is Bridgewater. He gets this to the former Aztec, Kahale Waring. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Hines. Strong running at the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Bridgewater's throw complete there to Moore. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Bridgewater to throw it. Completes it out left to Waring. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
They'll try the left side with Etienne. A first down and more, Etienne. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
To throw, Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast, but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He finds his target, Beckham. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And again, it's Bridgewater.
He'll get this to Jake Funk out of the backfield.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
He's got it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. They'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
A final shot before half for Locke. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we are at halftime here. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this 3rd quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
These 2 teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Locke now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And out of bounds right around the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Locke working out of the gun.
And quickly finding Reagor.
Touchdown!
Jalen Reagor.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
The 71 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. On first down, right back to Etienne.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke.
That's caught. Oh, what a grab by Bateman.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half. Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bridgewater's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll throw again. Bridgewater.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on.
He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards to pick up there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Now Etienne.
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Etienne with it.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this is caught. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bridgewater again. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Locke to throw. Flush to his right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And quickly they get to the line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty. Of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11.
Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 20. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Play fake. Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
To the air again with Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 41, Bridgewater. He finds his man Johnson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Matthew Ioannidis in there